Oh, yeah. Good evening and welcome to Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time, right here on WOSD Radio, DB Chicago, America's old school and dusties, BiggsRadio.com for today's R&B and classic old school. I think we're on World Vibe Radio as well, and the bestmusicofyourlife.com, all at the same time. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, officially checking in. Tell your friends about us, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. And before I get into my show, I hate to start my show on a bad note. I really do. But for those of you who are fans of music, we lost Emmett Gardner last week. If you're not familiar with him, then you're probably familiar with some of the work that he either produced or he promoted. One of those people he promoted was Al Green when they said that he couldn't sing. So he proved them wrong. And also he made this song, and he said the lead singer did it in 2 takes. The second take, that was the keeper. Here's Dreams from Smoke City, produced by Emmett Gardner Jr., right here on Bedtime Stories, with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. In love with you. You're on live, Gerald Kelly. All righty. Who else is on? Janine Lee Jefferson. Janine Lee Jefferson. Hello. Joe Kelly, you're on live. All right. I like being on live as opposed to being on dead. Oops, I dropped it. That water's going to have a little backwash in it, I know. Anyway, once again, good evening, everybody. Don't mind me. I've been lounging all day because I didn't have to go to work. So I didn't take a shower or anything. So probably not too fresh right now. Yes, I see you. I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with me that, some of the mean stuff I said last night about Warner Brothers and Sony, maybe they blocked other people from hearing my opinions. We don't like him. He speaks the truth. Yeah, they don't like folks that speak the truth, Mm-mm. Every night, every day. There we go. Slow down there, Buckaroo. Janine Lee Jefferson. Good to see you, darling. And like I always say, it's good to be seen as opposed to being viewed. Having people say good stuff about you when you're dead. Say it to my face. Rico Suave. What's going on, Rico? And Curtis Kincaid. Yeah. I'm sure everyone saw the new Coming to America movie or Coming to America. Don't you want a funeral like that? You want to be at your funeral. You want to see and hear what people are going to say about you. That's what you want to do. I'm sure you can look, from above and actually see your funeral. But I want to be there. Like in, what was that movie with LL Cool J? Deliver Us from Eva. Yep, I want to just walk in and like, oh, I heard what y'all said about me, huh? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. My thing is say nice things about me when I'm here. Yep, say them to my face while I'm here. Tell me how good I was to you and how much money I gave you when I was alive. Yep. Chrissy, what's going on? Long time no see. Is everybody okay over there? Dad all right? You all right? Hopefully everybody's all right. It's been and COVID is no way near ending. I mean, there are people out there now. The majority of the people have been vaccinated. There are some people that are hard-headed and will not get vaccinated. They're still on that, that if I'm going to die, I'm going to die trip. It's like, okay, then you go somewhere and die, but don't take anybody with you that doesn't want to go. If you know what I mean? If you ain't ready to go, why should you go? And I'm just saying, LT, I'm just saying, get vaccinated for others. Don't be selfish and get vaccinated for yourself. Get vaccinated for others. That way, you don't take anybody with you that don't want to go. I'm just saying, am I making any sense? Oh, I'm not going to get the shot. Oh, I'm not going to take the shot. Okay. You get COVID, you will die. If they get COVID and they've been vaccinated, they'll have symptoms, but they won't die. So that's something to look at. You don't want to give somebody COVID that doesn't want to go. They ain't ready. Much as I talk about it, some days, hey, I'm just not ready to go. Other days it's like, okay, Lord, take me today. Oh, what? Wait a minute. What's happening tomorrow? Oh, I got a gig. No, I can't go. No. So that's it. So, take the shot, continue to mask when necessary. I've walked into some places where it was like maybe 4 or 5 people, older guys, and I know they've been vaccinated, so they can sit there and play checkers all day at Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's. I ain't mad at them, because in a few years, I'm going to be doing the same stuff until they call me and say, Mr. Greer, we need you to cut a commercial. Okay, I'll be right back, fellas. Let me go to my home studio, cut my commercial, and I'll be right back. Don't touch the checkered board. I'll be back to finish my game. And that's it. Everybody's been vaccinated. Everybody that was in the Dunkin' Donuts today where I was, I'm sure all of them were vaccinated, because all of them, the older guys, didn't have a mask on. Now, everybody behind the counter, they were masked up. Rightfully so, because they have to. Wash your hands and your ass. Thank you. Oh, God. I got to run a disclaimer, The views and opinions of this station are those of Daryl Cornelius Owens and not of AG Entertainment and Sound, WOSD Radio. Okay. Janine said, I know 5 people who passed from COVID, including my nephew's mother-in-law, which means everyone has not been vaccinated. So, once again, if you know people who have been vaccinated, who haven't been vaccinated, kind of urge them to go take the shot. And that's it. Yeah. General from Smoke City, that is In a World of Fantasy. Before that, Dreams, also from Smoke City. Both produced by the late Emmett Gardner Jr. who made his transition last week, as a matter of fact. Yeah, they said they found him in his room in the praying position. Ain't that something? You know you're going to go, and you know where you're going when you go. That was Uncle Emmett, I tell you. To Dr. Al Greer, this is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep, with the greatest love songs of all time, right here on the internet, where it should be. Don't forget, our last hour, we're going to do a thing we call foreplay. That's 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups. Also, we have a special group and artists, a group of artists, I should say, and that's coming up in the next hour right here on Bedtime Stories. I heard this song today. I was standing in River Oaks in Big Time, and I heard this song come on the radio, and then I heard somebody sing over it. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not my song. Well, maybe it is. Herb Alpert, Making Love in the Rain on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. They're afraid of the side effects. Let me say this. The side effects are not as bad as the effects of not taking it. Let me say that again. The side effects aren't as bad as the after effects of not taking it. Because you won't be around to feel the after effects. The side effects, you can live with that. And you will. You'll live with the side effects. But you won't live if you don't take it. So I'm urging everyone to please take the shot. I got mine, you get yours. Who's the foreplay artist tonight? I don't know. Whoever you want it to be, LT. Our special guest tonight is going to be the Rude Boys. Yep, they will be on the show tonight. The Rude Boys what was that song? It's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. Yeah. Escape, no. Escape, no. Older, no. She said escape. Yeah, escape the 90s, please. We're doing 60s, 70s, and 80s. Escape the 90s, please. No. I would love to interview them. They old school now, yeah. They was old school then, please. I can't do it. Can't do it. Older. He said, they old school now. I was like, I know that's right. Yep, they're not old enough. Anyway, you took the words from me. They've experienced both. There was no vaccination when I caught it. Vaccination side effects are light and don't last long, even if you experience them. Yep, it's that song. It's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. Yep. How about Vesta tonight? Yeah. Vesta, yep. She's old school. And you know, I had a mad crush on Vesta back in the day. So, yeah. Between her and Phyllis, boy, don't get me started. Shoot, Phyllis was the bomb. Kelly Price, 90s again. Go back. Go back. Go back. Kelly Price. Oh, that's cute. We can say the same thing about Kelly Price as we say about Luther. Y'all want big Kelly Price, y'all want little Kelly Price. You know, she had her two phases. Well, she's little now because I saw her on the Soul Train series, American Soul. Do your neighbors complain about your singing, Dr. Al? No. You got to remember, I'm in the basement, Daryl. I'm in the basement, so they can't hear nothing. They can't hear nothing. I got blocked glass windows in this room. So no, they can't hear a word I'm saying. But you said don't mess with Luther. Big Luther or little Luther? Which one? Which one can I mess with? I got to tell y'all a story about Luther. Speaking of which, Janine, I met Luther in person. Yes, I did. Daryl said Big Luther. Okay. All right, come closer. Come closer, Janine. Let me put some more light on me. She's gonna be like, oh my God, you met Luther? I met Luther, okay? No, really. No, I met Luther. At the time I was at GCI, and it was the music seminar that they had. Oh, now I'm out of focus. See, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, there we go. I'm back in focus. It was the music seminar, and Luther was there, and they asked him to come speak to a panel early in the morning. Early in the morning. Janine, I was there. And they ushered Luther in, and he came in and he sat down. He had this, ooh. When I think of that ring, I turn into a little bitch. The ring was so pretty on his hand. His long, manicured, dark hands, which didn't contrast with his light skin. Well, this particular morning, Luther didn't put on any makeup. He just got up and he came downstairs in the hotel room, or from the hotel room, and he came straight downstairs. He had stayed in the Hyatt Regency. Luther had no makeup on. Now, people, you got to remember, if you look at the old album, if you look at Never Too Much, where Luther is like this, you know, it's little or no makeup on him. They gradually made him up. They made him look the part. This particular morning, Luther had no makeup on. I hate to sound like them, but baby, please. Baby, bye. Luther was like, I don't see how you people get up this time of morning. And see, that's just it. Musicians play from like maybe 12 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, they go to sleep. They're usually asleep about that time. We needed him to be downstairs front and center at about 9 o'clock in the morning, 9, 10 o'clock. He'd just gotten into bed. So, needless to say, Mr. Vandross was a little snippy, if you know what I mean. He was a little diva-ish. Yeah. But he had this ring on. It had, I think, 4 floating diamonds in it. And I have not been able to find that ring. I was like, oh my God. He saw me looking at the ring. He looked up at me like, he probably thought in his mind, you know what I had to do to get this ring? Like, I'm not like gonna let you, Chicago brother, take this ring off my finger. He hadn't been to sleep, so Luther was cranky. He wasn't that happy-go-lucky Luther that you see on stage with the sequin jackets. This was a slimmer, meaner-looking Luther. This was LWA, Luther with an attitude. Okay. He's like, I can't fight, but I'll kill you over this ring. That ring was so pretty. 4 floating diamonds, platinum. Don't stop now. They were billed as the new Supremes, as was the Good Girls. It's high energy. You can't turn me off right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. I was telling everybody a story about Luther. Janine Lee Jefferson is just, as most women are, they are in love with Luther. But one time, I was moderating a show, and that was for GCI when I worked there. And it was for the music seminar that they had, getting into music and all that good stuff. And Luther was one of the panelists, and he came down, and it was early in the morning. I can now identify with musicians. It was like, it was a totally different Luther than what we're used to. We see him on the videos, and he's smiling and he's singing. Not this Luther. It was like, y'all woke me up. He was not feeling it. I tell you, he was not feeling it. So we got a little snippy Luther. We didn't get we didn't get big Luther. We didn't get little Luther. We got Henri Luther, We got Luther with an attitude. Is Love Unlimited walking in the rain on Bedtime Stories? That's my go-to karaoke song. What, Walking in the Rain? Get out of here. Your go-to, well, you know what my go-to karaoke song is, right? Boom, 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 boom. Girl, something is wrong with me. Yep, that's my song right there. Yep. Daryl Owens. 2 snaps in a big circle. Yeah, Luther was, Luther was not, I saw Luther about 10 times. Most of the tickets I won on V103. I ain't mad at you. I cannot, I can't take anything away from Luther. He was one of the greatest entertainers of our time. It was there's no doubt about his talent, his ability to hear music, his ability to write music for other people, and his ability to hold the attention of a crowd and not have to dance. When I tell you Luther couldn't dance, Luther was flat-footed. He couldn't dance. Even when he lost weight, he still did not glide across the floor. He sang basically flat-footed like most of his idols. And I ain't talking about Marvin Gaye and them. I'm talking about Patti LaBelle, Dionne Warwick, and Diana Ross. And he wrote songs for his idols, Dionne and Patti. And those were his idols right there. Don't let nobody else tell you. He wasn't trying to sound like Marvin Gaye. He was trying to sound like them. So you can't do Barry White. Why can't I do Barry White? Are you kidding me? Do you know I got an award for doing Barry White? I came in second at a talent show doing Practice What You Preach. That is my signature song whenever I do karaoke. That is my go-to song, and I win every time. My encore is I Love You Just the Way You Are. That's my encore. So if I sing Practice What You Preach first and I don't get it, then I come back and sing, don't go changing, trying to please me. You never let me down before. Oh, no. You can't tell me. I can't lose with the stuff Barry used, okay? I can't lose. I win every time. Because can't nobody, if I can't sing like him, I sure as hell can talk like him. Because see, the song starts off with him talking. So it's like they hear that boom, boom. I'll jump right in there. So, doom, 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 doom. What do you want to do? Doom, doom, doom. And it's like they looking in my mouth. They're like, no, that's not coming out of Pop's mouth. Yeah, it's coming out of Pop's mouth. Believe it. Ain't no vocal tricks. I use their mic and not mine. It's me. But yep, man, you don't want to go up against me in karaoke. LT, come on now. Come on. He had the absolute best voice I've ever heard. His voice was immaculate. Yep, sure was. No Luther, what is Luther? Let's go. Let's go, LT. Anytime, any place. Let's go. Because if I can't beat you with those two songs, guess what? I got a ace up the sleeve. Walk On By Isaac Hayes. If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry each time we meet, then walk on by, please. You don't want none of this smoke, LT. You don't want none of this smoke. Anytime, any place. Hey, you name the place. It can be a place where they don't know who we are, and we'll battle. Beer's on you, okay? I know you can blow, but you don't know I can blow because I sing down low because I don't blow. So okay. You let me know because I got I got nothing but Barry White karaoke tracks. I practice. Wow. I've heard people say that too much of anything is not good for you, baby. But I don't know about that. Many times that we've loved and we've shared love and made love, it doesn't seem to me like it's enough. But it's never enough, baby. Oh, baby, my darling, I can't get enough of you. Okay, let me stop. Mm-mm. Your ass will be thirsty. You know I don't buy. Hey, Paulette Sanders, how you doing? Oh no. Any place. Come on with it. You don't want the smoke. You don't want the smoke, LT. You don't want it. You don't want none. You don't want none. Mm-mm. Yep, let me know. We can go. Yep, you let me know. Anybody else want to battle me? Janine, you want to battle me in some karaoke? Come on. Yep, I got Barry. You got Anita. Bring it. Come on with it. You got Anita. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Ain't no shame in my game. I ain't scared of you. Let's do this. Mm-hmm. Go on, girl. That's right. Stay in your lane, girl. Stay in your lane. Two in a row from Love Unlimited. I Belong to You and Walking in the Rain. Both produced by the maestro Barry White. Right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. And I feel like someone's trying to challenge me. LT is trying to challenge me to some karaoke. It's like, I know you can blow. I've heard you sing. But when it comes to Barry White and Isaac Hayes, can't nobody, I mean, nobody beat me at doing Barry and Isaac Hayes. Now, you know, my go to song is Practice What You Preach. And if they need an encore, I go to I Love You Just the Way You Are. Girl, I love you. Yes, I love you just the way you are. And I don't even have to sing. Just say those words right there. Good evening to Paulette Sanders, also to Janine Lee Jefferson, LT. Whenever you're ready for this karaoke battle, I'm ready when you are. You don't want none of this smoke, girl. Come on, bring it. Speaking of smoke, here's Luther. Where there's smoke, there's fire. This is another one of his remakes, originally done by Major Harris. I'm sorry, my bad. That's the wrong song, Al. This one done by Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack, The Closer I Get to You. First, I'm going to play this one, and then I'm going to play the original like I planned before I messed it up. So you know I'm on live tonight, right? It's Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother. Hello to Gerald Anthony Kelly, World Vibe Radio. I see you, bro. Yeah, we're gonna make it a yeah, we're gonna make it an event, okay? See them battle it out. Who will win the karaoke battle royale? Me. Anything Luther sings is good to me. I heard that. But once again, I have to say that, Luther was, one of the best of all time, bar none. Yep, Luther was. Let's do bedtime karaoke. That would be so dope. Yeah, there you go. Now you're thinking. Let's do this. Yep, bedtime karaoke, bedtime stories. Yeah. Let's do this. Bedtime karaoke. I like it. I like it. It's time for bedtime karaoke. Yeah, baby. Mm-mm. Contact Nate at the New Look. Okay, bet. We can do this. Your private prayers will turn into public blessings. Ooh, I hope so. If so, you all are going to see a picture of a man laying on a black truck. A black man laying on a black truck. I figure all old men get Cadillacs, so I'm at that age now. And we'll drive a Cadillac. Old men. My dad, that was his last car. He had a Cadillac. You know, he liked. I guess that's that old man in me. I guess I got to have a Cadillac. So we're gonna see what's happening here. Nothing but love to the legendary Marla Gibbs, one of our TV and film faves. Congratulations on receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Oh, bless her heart. That's what's up. 35 and up for entry. You serious? Okay, let's do this. LT is serious. She's going for it. Oh. So ABC is canceling Windy City Live after 10 years of great television. I cannot believe that they are canceling this show. What I'm hoping is they'll pick it up in like syndication or something because it's a really good show. Val and Ryan, they really gel together. And I hate this. And then they're going to do, they're going to have them to do like a weekend show, like Windy City Weekend. And I'm not feeling that. I'm just not. But, I guess it costs to do a live TV show. Back in the 60s and 70s, that's all they ran on Channel 7 was soap operas, from the network. And then Oprah came along, and then, that was after years of us watching AM Chicago with Steve Edwards. And she took over AM Chicago. It became the Oprah Winfrey Show. And then she left, and it was like they were scrambling and say, okay, do we want to continue doing a local show, or do we want to just fill in with soap operas or stories, as the grandmas call them? So, yep. Daryl said, I got a big black truck. Okay, Daryl. Daryl makes everything sound so obscene. They waited until she was 90 years old to get that star. Yeah, and for and for all of her co-hosts or how can I say, our co-stars, all our co-stars are gone. So, Isabel Sanford, Sherman Hemsley, Roxy Roker, Franklin Culver, they're all gone, Mr. Bentley, he gone, everybody gone. And then they give her the star because she's the last one standing. Ooh, like Uncle Marshall, last one standing. I saw Keisha, Tisha Martin Campbell, and she said she's our Betty White. Like, I heard that. Longest living black person on television, Marla Gibbs. But yeah, she deserved it. Yeah, you're right, Paulette. She definitely, she outlived everybody. Everybody on the Jeffersons. And she was only supposed to be on there for a hot second. She wasn't supposed to be on there on a regular basis. They had tried her out as a character, and they said, okay, we need a smart talking maid. And she made up the character. They wrote it, but she delivered it. She delivered those lines. Anybody could have written it, but it took Marla Gibbs to deliver on the lines. And she went from there. She was on The First Family. She was in countless movies and everything. She became, she became our Betty White, I guess you could say. So she almost passed out at the ceremony. I could imagine. She was overwhelmed. They showed a picture of her and she was just crying. I'm like, I hear you. I hear you. You got it. You did it. Congratulations. Chicago's own Marla Gibbs. To you. I love that song. Closer I Get to You, Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack. Same song, different artist. Before that, Luther and Beyonce. The Closer I Get to You, Beyonce. Oh, well, they couldn't find nobody else that day. Come on now, Beyonce. Oh, okay, I'll take it. It's bedtime stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, and we were just talking about Marla Gibb. At 90 years old, she finally got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame today. It is long overdue. I was watching Instagram. I'm friends with Tisha Martin Campbell, who posted, "She is our Betty White." That makes her Betty Black, I guess. But she deserves it. She outlived everybody over on the Jeffersons. You know, she's been on TV. And as a matter of fact, when she auditioned for the part, you know, they were like, okay, well, this is not going to be a recurring character. This is going to be a one-shot deal. And we're going to look for somebody else. She came in the middle of the show and she finished it. She did an excellent job. Marla Gibbs, 90 years old, received a Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame. Congratulations at 90 years old. Chicago's own Marla Gibb, might I add. It's your Dr. Al Greer from 47th and Champlain and 79th and Euclid. You know where that is if you grew up in Chicago, right? Here's Renee and Angela and My First Love on Bedtime Stories. Said, Daryl, are you a great driver? Or are you a good driver or a great driver? Uh-oh. It's the silhouette. Mm-mm. Always remain. Long as I live. I knew that was going to happen one of these days. Anyway, bedtime stories right here on WOSD Radio, your home for old school and dusties. My computer is doing its thing tonight, but that's okay because I always have a backup. And here we go. My First Love. Love by Renee and Angela. Okay, here we go. But that, hey, I knew that was going to happen one of these days, but that's, you know, that's par for the course. So we're going to play it off the phone and hopefully it'll go past the ad. No, won't go past the ad. We'll see what happens. Okay. Skip ads. There we go. And here's the song. Always carry a spare. This is Al Greer. I'm fantastic. How about yourself? It is. And you're actually early. Yeah. Can you hold on for a second? Sure. Do you need us to call back at 11? I do. I appreciate it. Thank you. No problem. All right. Oh my God. All right. I knew that was going to happen. Yes, you do still owe me lunch, and I'm ready to eat it now. I got to be cool. You said 90 miles an hour. Oh my God. I'm talking about food. Mm-mm. Yep, I am ready to go steady to lunch, that is. Come on, computer, update quickly, quickly now. There we go again. Oh my God. This is Al Greer. Hello? Hello? Yeah, it's Joe from the Rude Boys. All right, Joe from the Rude Boys. Can you call back in 2 minutes, please? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That's okay. All right. Song continue. Oh my. Ooh, they chomping at the bit. All right. Saturday would be cool. Ooh. All right, we're back. Nope, he produced Written All Over Your Face. He produced it for them. Yeah, he's the producer and writer on that song and co-singer. And I'm screwed. Bedtime Stories right here on WOSD Radio DB Chicago and BiggsRadio.com. My computer is, as you can hear, is doing a thing right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over. I know. It's what computers do. What can I tell you? All right, we're just going to do this. We're going to kill this computer here. Yeah, kill it, boom. And then we're going to do this because it's going to
happy about it.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. So I got to ask you this. So what's new for the Rude Boys?
Kenny.
Kenny?
Yo, I'm sorry.
So what's new for the Rude Boys? What's coming up?
Like you said, we're currently working on a project. We have a couple videos that we're getting ready to shoot, and a couple new songs that's out. But right now it's just more or less about the touring right now, which is kind of slowing the recording down a little bit. But we're still working. We're still working at it. Joe.
Yeah, and right now, Kenny does want to do a shameless plug. And G, Kenny and G both have a solo song singles out, and I have one coming out August 26th. But come August 26th, all three of us will have individual solo singles out, and just working on the album. And we encourage each other to do our own projects and also come together as a group. A lot of times, a lot of groups, they have a problem with doing individual things, but we embrace that within our group because we all have our story that we want to tell individually, and we have a story that we want to tell as a collective. So it works for us, and there's no jealousy, there's no envy with us. We brothers, we love each other, and we understand that we are all individual artists in our own right. All three of us are great vocalists, and we just have our own story to tell. When we come together as a group, man, it's just so powerful. We bring three powerhouse vocals together, and we make beautiful music and entertain our fans.
And I'm glad to hear that because we lost Gerald a few years ago. And I never got a chance to meet him, but I heard so many nice things about him, that he was a workaholic. He wanted everybody in his space. He wanted everybody to succeed. And you guys have done just that. You have come back to succeed once again. Sometimes a group needs a second wind to set sail again. So I wish you guys the best. But I got to ask you one more question before I let you guys go. How did you come up with the name The Rude Boys?
The name The Rude Boys was by the founder, Buddy Banks. I'm the co-founder. Buddy seen a button on the jacket of Prince Controversy album. He had a button on his jacket that said Rude Boy.
Yeah. I remember
when he said, yeah. So Buddy took that off his jacket and was like, "Look, man, we need to do a group called the Rude Boys." He said,
that was it.
And I mean, it's kind of corny. Like, to me, I was just like, "Rude Boys, dude." Like, all right, I guess. I was really young at that time. Buddy was a little older, so basically whatever he said, I was along with it. It was on a button on Prince's jacket, so I was like, "All right, the Rude Boys." And we went on to do great things. The name really didn't hurt us much. But, as we get older, being called the Rude Boys is just kind of funny. But people don't look at it. And, mostly people know us by our song. So Written All Over Your Face is kind of like our pitch, our sales pitch. We could be the group Written All Over Your Face, for real.
That is right. That is the group name.
So the name of our group is Written All Over Your Face.
Right.
We're the song.
Right.
So a lot of times people are like, yeah, man, the Rude Boy, that's not fair. It's written all over your face. So we like to lead in sometimes, even when we deal with promoters or booking shows or whatever, hey, Written All Over Your Face is our #1 song, The Rude Boys, or The Rude Boys with the smash hit Written All Over Your Face. And so as soon as people hear that name, they automatically know what the song is, because the song is still played in medium rotation across the country. And it has been in medium rotation for many years.
Yes. So I know I've been playing it since it's been out. Yeah.
So you're in Chicago, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So listen, just a pitch. August 12th, this is Joe. I'll be with Glenn Jones at the City Winery. I'm one of his guests on the show. That's August 12th at the City Winery. So, your people that's listening, Glenn Jones will be in town at the City Winery. I'll be performing with him that Thursday on the 12th. And then Eric Nolan Grant, the next night, will be his guest from the OJs.
Yeah.
The guy in between the two legends.
Right.
He'll be there. So yeah, y'all look out for that, man. And hopefully the Rude Boys, we soon will be to Chicago. We on our way there. The way it's looking, the way things are picking up, it look like we may be there by the end of the year.
And I can't wait to see you guys. Yeah. Thank you so much for calling this evening. I really appreciate it. Much continued success to the Rude Boys. And I'm going to try to get over to the winery in August so I can slide by and see you.
Cool. Thanks for having us.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for calling in. The Rude Boys, ladies and gentlemen, their hit written all over your face.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Woo. Thanks again. All right. Woo! Good Lord. That was close. I had to switch computers and then I switched back to the computer and then the computer's acting right. So, anyway. Thank you. Kim Brio, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, Lord. That was close. And they were calling in on the phone and I was using the phone to play music. So I kind of got, yeah. Woo, thank you, LT. Talk about a save, I tell you. Woo, man. My computer was updating. No problem. I'm in here sweating. I'm like, okay, let me cross this wire over here and let me put this in here. Let me stick the camera back in. And I got it. Okay. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you. Woo, man. Woo. Whew, that was close. You just don't know. I was scrambling. I'm like, oh no, not now. Like, why didn't this happen before 9 o'clock? I'm like, shoot. What'd you say? WVON Splash is showing. Okay. I got it. What you say? You're not Roy Michael Roberson. Okay. Yeah, technology, the best and worst friend. Yes. This computer over here went wacky. This one I'm using to do the stream live. And then the other one is streaming the audio live to the server. So, yeah. But I did it. I didn't panic. That was one thing. If I panicked, that would have been it. Because they kept calling on the phone. I'm like, look, I told y'all to call at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. They was calling early. I'm like, good Lord. Oh, he was Mr. Panic when things went wrong. Yeah, I know it wasn't 9 o'clock. I know. I'm like, dang. And they were all calling at the same time from different places. You know, one was in California, one was in Atlanta. So I was like, oh, Lord. But yeah, I went into panic mode there for a hot second. And then I figured it out, which is always good to do. Panicking never fixes anything. It never does. So you just have to, sit back and figure it out first. So that's it. And I figured it out. Yep. What you say? A true professional kept it moving forward. I could have just passed out like you know, I'm like, oh Lord, I can't stand the pressure, but I got it. I got it good. I got it. Yeah. It's just this one computer acting up. And this is the one that I play all the time. This is my laptop that I listen to the smooth jazz at night to go to sleep. And it was the one that was messing up. I'm like, good Lord. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Breaking news. Broadway Joe Ratcliffe. Oh no. Mm-mm. My. Longtime radio personality and consultant Joel Ratcliffe Jr., Sr., aka Broadway Joe, has passed long bout with leukemia. Oh wow. Broadway Joe Ratcliffe. So your eyes can't stay open. Oh, poor baby. I know the feeling. Trust me. Mm. You putting LT to bed and to sleep, huh? Okay. Mm. Oh Lord. Ooh, that was. I saved that interview. It was like safe. safe. See, one of the computers uses an external hard drive as its operating system. So if the plug comes out, the computer doesn't come on at all. So it has to be plugged directly in. It's its own, operating system. So yeah, it's like that. 99 LT, thank you so much for staying up with me, AG. Yep. Turn around from our special guest tonight, the Rude Boys. That is, I miss you so much right here on Bedtime Stories. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. That was almost a nightmare. I couldn't get the computer to play any music, and they were calling on my phone, which I was playing music on, but I made it work, and I got them interviewed, and that's the bottom line right there. To Dr. Al Greer, this is Bedtime Stories. Coming up in the next hour, we're going to do foreplay, 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. Hello to LT, also to Daryl Owens, and to Kim Brio, one of the new additions here at WOSD. We are America's Old School and Dusties, along with BiggsRadio.com and WVRO, World Vibe Radio. That I pretend. Mm-mm. You guys can see me now and not the WVON splash, right? Okay, cool. Whew. That was close. Ooh, I feel myself all soft and dewy. I tell you, I never sweat. At least I try not to. Mm-mm. Whew, that was close. I don't even know how many people I got looking at me. It says 10, but I don't believe that number. Yep. Of course I don't believe it. It's only one because of my technical difficulties. All right. It was 45 when you disappeared. Oh, Lord. Oh, well. Hope they come back. Probably not. I yanked that camera out so fast. I was like, oh, Lord, I got to get some music on. And that was just it. The sound card was still attached to the camera. So, like Anita Baker singing right now, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes you lose. Daryl done scared the ladies away again. I tell you. Oh, God. Giggity. Oh, boy. So, no sandwich tonight. Cousin went to the seafood shack, and we had crab legs, shrimp, potatoes, corn on the cob, and what's that green stuff? Yeah, the green stuff. Not cauliflower, but the other one. Swimming in butter. I was like, dang. Kim Brio said Daryl ain't scare us away. He says more like 13. I knew it wasn't no 45. I'm like, please. That would be Kim Brio's show. That's how many people listen to her. You know, and that's just on Facebook watching her. So I knew I didn't have no 45 listening. No 45 live, Mr. Owens, sir. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. you said trying to get like me. Daryl said, I can't help myself. I said, I know. Mm-mm. Bad Captain Owens. Bad Captain Owens, I tell you. Mm-mm. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So Kim Brio says she's trying to get like me. I'm like, oh, okay. Not my old self, I tell you. Mm-mm. Whew. Not my jazz computer, the one that I play jazz music on every night that runs while I'm at work. Come on now. Mm-mm. It never happens. If Daryl didn't act up, I think it was something wrong. I know, right? Mm-mm. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Anita Baker, and sometimes on Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time, right here on the internet, on bigsradio.com and worldviberadio.com, as well as our own home station, WOSD Radio, America's Old School and Dusties. I like saying that, America's Old School and Dusties. That means we worldwide, baby, baby. Uh, anyway, we were talking about Marla Gibbs earlier. For those of you who listen to us locally, those that are around Chicago, those are in Cal City, Harvey, who listen to us, Chicago Heights, Park Forest, that area. They have just canceled Windy City Live with Ryan Cheverini and Val Warner. They have just canceled it. Ugh. After 10 years of great TV, they're canceling that show. I guess it costs a lot of money to make a local show because, when Oprah was doing AM Chicago and it became the Oprah Winfrey Show, well, she got ownership over it, her and King World, which was distributing her show. So they were, up in the money. But now, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all. So I'm like, oh, well, what's next? They will continue to host Windy City Weekend, but it just won't be the same, I'll tell you. Anyway, it's your Dr. Al Greer. It's Bedtime Stories, and it's 3T featuring their Uncle Michael. This is Why on Bedtime Stories. Yep, Windy City Live is canceled. September will be the last time that they will be on. I was like, wow. Mm-mm-mm. Yep, Windy City Live. Good night, Janine. Windy City Live is no more. Windy City is dead. Yep. Windy City Live as of September. So they got the rest of the summer to do live shows. But, you know, I blame the pandemic. You know, I blame it for everything that has happened. So, yeah. Yep. Now, what they'll do is, you're so mad right now. I know. They're going to keep Ryan and Val on payroll. So I guess they'll be the new Gian Greco and Janet Davies when it comes to, you know, New Year's Eve. So they'll be the new Gian Greco and Janet Davies. So they're going to try to hold on to them, but they just won't produce the show anymore. That'll be it. So Kim says, I want to raise hell and start a petition. I get it. I understand. Now, ABC is going to have to come up with some regular programming, you know, during the day. What they'll probably do is they'll carry some more network shows because it's easier to carry the network shows as opposed to, you know, doing live shows. Excuse me, doing a live show, and it's like, okay, it's sad. It's sad, but it's over. Their run, they had a good run, 10 years. And the whole thing with Windy City Live was they weren't banking on it working. And I'll tell you why. It came on the heels of Oprah leaving Chicago. And that was the last Oprah Winfrey show. And it was the last show that was produced in Chicago. Because by that time, Oprah had taken over, but she continued to have the show on ABC. But it was in syndication on, you know, every network you could imagine across the country. So is mainstream media dying? Yes, it is. It is. And that was it. That show was never meant to last. Yeah. Yep, the show was not supposed to work. And they kept moving it. You know, they put it in Oprah's time slot. They moved it again, and then they moved it again to 1 o'clock. And I think that had a lot to do with it as well. They kept moving it. But, you know, loyal viewers kept following the show. They kept finding it because Val and Ryan are heavy on social media. So as soon as they said, okay, the show is moving to this time, they put it on social media, and we followed them. Every time they moved the show from 9 to 12 to 1 to 10 to, you know, to 11. And that's just it. They kept moving it. And we kept following them. For 10 years, we followed them. You know, Ryan's shadow beard and, of course, Val's ever-changing hairstyles. So, yep, that was it. Ryan was already there, and he was doing news and sports. And they caught Val on Channel 9, and she was the traffic person. She was in the helicopter every morning. And that was it. What's going on? Darius Lawrence. How are you, sir? Good to see you. I can't wait to come down there and teach with you guys. I don't think that's going to happen, but, never give up hope, right? Never give up hope. But it's good to see you, bro, as always. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to, they'll put it after GMA, but I kept watching. I know they kept changing the time of the show to throw people off. They didn't really want the show, but it kept coming back. It kept rising like a phoenix. So you said it'll happen? Okay. I'm convinced that Ryan is in love with Val. Love you too, Darius. Love you too, bro. As a matter of fact, I had a dream about us the other night. We were in Victor's house, and we were still a band. We were still playing, and I was playing that Wurlitzer piano with that one song that I knew. So, man, it's good to see you always, Daryl. Darius, I should say. I'm sorry. Daryl is texting stuff as well. But I hope to be over there at Illinois Media School real soon. But back to Ryan and Val, that show wasn't meant to work. They kept changing the time of it, and it just kept coming. It kept rising like a phoenix. And I hope it's picked up. I mean, they're still employees of ABC, so they didn't really lose their jobs. Anthony Watson and Solid Love Affair. At one time, Anthony sang with the group The Shawlights. As a matter of fact, he was one of the replacements for Mr. Eugene Record of The Shawlights. Marshall Thompson heard him singing, and he's like, ooh, he's got an unusual falsetto. So he put him in as the lead singer of The Shawlights, and he sang Solid Love Affair even before he was with The Shawlights. Yeah, he had that voice. To Dr. Al Greer, this is Bedtime Stories. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to do foreplay, 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. That's coming up in about less than 15 minutes. Right now from The Shy, here's Herbie Hancock and Making Love on Bedtime Stories. Sounds good to me, right? Cambrio. Ooh, Lord. Don't forget to share the video. You one person that's there. You shared it all right. Thank you. Carl Dobbins, DJ Carl Dobbins. How are you, sir? Yep, I cannot wait for the next Skaters reunion. Yep. Thank you for sharing, Kim Brio. If we can get Carl Dobbins to share as well on his page, so it'll look like there's a whole bunch of people looking at me. I am good, Carl Dobbins. I am doing very well. I can't complain. I stopped complaining. Yep, I gave up complaining for Lent, so I'm good. I'm really good. How about yourself, man? Oh, you said well in yourself. Okay, well that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Um, just think, a few years ago I couldn't find a job. Now I can't get rid of a job. You know, I can't get nobody to fill in for me at the gospel station. They're like, fill in for you? No, I don't do that shift. No, okay, not enough to do. But it's good to see you, Carl Dobbins. I appreciate you. Anytime you want to come back to WOSD, let me know. You got a slot. We got one for you on Saturday if you like. So let me know. Sunday is full up, so it have to be Saturday or even Friday night. You know, right before. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Friday night. Yeah. Yep, because Kim Brio's on from 6 to 9 on Tuesday and Thursday. So, yeah. But I remember that year that I let you use my speakers and my amp, and it was a tornado, and them speakers got destroyed. They got blown off the stands. I was like, oh my God. You know, those speakers still work. You know, they're out in Park Forest. They still work. They just raggedy as I don't know what. I put so many screws and stuff in them. It's like, you know, I had to repair the covers and everything else, but those speakers still work. You know, I should go get them back. All I need is an amp, and that's just it. I don't have no amp. So you need to put the old crew together. Put the old crew together. I heard that. What'd you say? Put the band back together, right? Anyway, share the video on your page, please, and thank you. I'm like, why is my case crooked? Probably because I took the phone out of the case, smarty. Anyway, so put the old crew together. We putting Glenn Hall with them too? Guess not. We be like the Blues Brothers. I heard that. We're on a mission from God. I heard that. We're on a mission. Uh-oh. So we're 25 miles from Chicago and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it. Mm-mm. The Blues Brothers. I know. You remember that guy that was on Saturday mornings and Sundays? You remember him? Guess not, huh? You know, light-skinned guy, fat head. Anybody that calls themselves fathead, they deserve to be called fathead. He's a negative. That's a negative. That's a negative. Mm-mm. Woo, boy, I tell you. Ray Neal put Glenn on his station. And, you know, once again, it didn't work out. Glenn was Glenn again. And Glenn is gone again. He just can't, he does not play well with others. He just doesn't, you know. He will not play well with the other children. He can't work for me ever. Ever. Ken had a stroke. Oh, no. Oh, when? Oh, no. Ooh. Mm-mm. Today. Oh, wow. What's the, well, I guess it's probably too early to tell. I was going to ask what the prognosis was, but it's like it's too early to tell with a stroke. So, wow. Mm-mm. He's able to type on FB. He's good. Yeah, if you're able to get on Facebook, yeah, you ain't doing too bad. Not too shabby. Mm-mm. I'll be the Hoove. Keep him in prayer. Definitely. Definitely. Wow. Going to need a system on September 25th. You got it. "43rd Street. I got you. Big place, small place, what? You know, big system, small system, medium system. Okay, let me know. I got you. Yeah, I won't charge you as much as Logan. So Logan, no, he be charging, boy. I tell you, I ain't mad at him. Go on, brother. Up the street from One Stop. Oh, uh, Norman Spot. Okay. Vanessa Williams, who was the first Miss Black America. Well, actually, she was the first Miss America who was Black. And that is dreaming right here on Bedtime Stories. Since then, nobody else has, well, they had Suzette Charles. She was the Miss America for a while, but we never heard anything since from her. But Vanessa went on to star in movies, TV, everything. You know, she did not let that slow her down, I tell you. It's your Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, and Bedtime Stories is sponsored by We're WOSD DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, World Vibe Radio, WVRO, and thebestmusicofyourlife.com. It's your Dr. Al Greer, and this is Bedtime Stories Foreplay. This little lady, she had my heart, I tell you. She was born Mary Vesta Williams. She made her transition a few years ago, not without finishing her episode of Unsung. As a matter of fact, they used some of the outtakes at the end as a tribute to her. She had such a great personality. She was such a great soul. And I can actually say I loved her. I don't know if she felt the same way about me, but I love me some Vesta, boy. Tonight in Foreplay, we feature the music of Mary Vesta Williams, could have been Greer, on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Mm-mm. Mm. Lady G. What's going on, Lady G unit? Mm-mm. Oh, did you say nothing? Oh, okay. Special. Mm-mm. Ooh, good God. So once again for dinner, thanks to the magic of Link Card, Cuz went out and got us one of those seafood platter thingies, complete with broccoli, corn, potatoes, shrimp, and crab legs. I ate everything but the lemon. It was good. Lady G said, gave myself a haircut finally. All right. Seafood boil is what it's called. Yeah. Now, normally they put it all in the bag together, but this was in like a big silver pan. So it was seafood boil, and it was good, I tell you. What's the format on Saturdays? Old school and dusties, but you can do what you did before. You can do the steppers skaters thing until 6 on Saturday, because Hypnotic goes off at 3. He's on from 12 to 3, so from 3 to 6 there's nothing on. So you have that time slot, my friend. Brenda Brown Long, because at 6 o'clock we do what are we doing at 6 o'clock? Ray Neal and the best music of your life from 6 until midnight. But that doesn't start until next week. So we're trying to get everything, filled up. So if you can do 3 to 6 on Saturday, it's up to you. You can either do it live or you can record it. Hypnotic, what's up with him? Hypnotic left to go work for the enemy, but he came back. Him came back. Mm-mm. Yep. Hypnotic still hanging with me. He would he You know, he tried to go to the other side, but you know, he went to the dark side, but he had to come back. Mm-mm. Yep, he had to come back. You say he's losing everybody. Yeah. Yeah, anytime Uncle Sam don't want to work with nobody, that's it, you know. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yep. What you say, chef is done. like like he's like he's the food that he cooks. He's done. Um, why do you say he's done, Carl? I mean, you know, he was with you know, that guy. You know, he might have a little life left in him if he comes back. You know, if he comes back from the dark side, you know, maybe you know, our DJ brother. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to bring Chef Greg back. And I'm putting that on record. You know, I would love to have him back. You know, he was a great asset to the radio station. You know, not only was he you know, personality, but he could also, you know, spin out in the street. So, and not just steppers music. So you know, it's a shame that it had to end this way. No reason to pretend. We knew it had to end someday this way. Too much, too little, too late. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay. Now, Frank, Brenda Brown Long, Juicy B. What's going on, Nanette Frank? When you coming to co-host with me? You know where I am, River City, every Monday and Tuesday. All you gotta do is come on in. Yep. I guess you saw my post earlier for Walter Jackson tonight on the B-sides. Yep. She said, great voice. Yep. I remember Walter Jackson used to ride around. He had a special minivan where he could, you know, drive using the, you know, the handles and stuff. And he used to come and pick up his daughter from Horace Mann. And that was the school that my mother was a teacher's aide at. And he would come and pick up his daughter in his cool ass van. And that was it. That's what I remember. My mom said, you know who that is? I said, no, that's Walter Jackson. I went to school with him. I'm like, you went to school with Walter Jackson, mama? Yeah. But Walter had a voice, man. It was like, you know. Yeah, he made folks sound like Mickey Mouse when he sang. You know, they didn't have no oomph. He had it, you know. And they were like, why are we signing this guy who sings on crutches? It didn't matter. It really didn't matter. If he was on crutches, a walker, in a wheelchair, he could still out-sing anybody. You know, he could out-sing anybody. standing up, sitting down in the studio. He was a bad man. Mm-mm. You know who else is crazy about Walter Jackson? P.J. Willis. As a matter of fact, he used to try to imitate him. He'd have some crutches and he'd do the little thing where it looked like Walter was going to fall, but he never would. I'm like, wow. Am I able to bring my crew back? Yeah, of course. I insist. Absolutely. Absolutely. The more the merrier. Come on. Yep. And by all means, bring the bring the crew back. Yeah. But of course, we all do we all do our shows from the crib now. So, cool. Yeah, there should be an unsung, and I should be one of those contributors on there. Yeah. Let me stop. Yeah. And I don't understand, some of these, you know, uh, it's a lot of artists out there that are unsung that have not had their story done yet. And Walter is one of them. I mean, one of the greats, one of the greats. I mean, he made singing sound so easy. You know, he made it sound effortless. Mm-mm. I mean, they did one on, on the Shallites, and we got a chance uh, to view it before it hit the TV, and it was so touching. You know, of course, I was supposed to be in it, but it didn't happen, so that's cool. I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching Herb be in it. It's like I could have been Herb being in it. I thought it would have been me. You'll always be the one for me. Good old Vesta. Preston Shanks. He said he getting sleepy. Man, I'm a night owl. I do this all the time. Preston said I'm getting sleepy. Preston, didn't you just get on our live and you already sleepy? Really? Mm-mm. Thank you, Vesta. Wrapping up foreplay with Vesta Williams and her great big hit, which was Congratulations, right here on Bad Time Stories. She never quite got the recognition she should have. She was on a episode of Unsung, and she was right up there with Phyllis. I loved the two of them. I don't know which one I loved more, Phyllis or Vesta, because they were both great talents. They had great personalities, and they could sing rings around anybody. You know, Vesta, of course, sang back up with Shaka, and she was a superstar in her own right. And I think she was just gone too soon. Vesta Williams in tonight's foreplay right here on Bad Time Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This group was managed by my uncle, Mr. Emmett Gardner Jr. These are the notations, and I'm still here. Preston said I'm on WVON time. I wake up around 2:30 a.m. Okay. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Lady G with the Eagles. He said, she on WVON time. I ain't mad at you, Preston. But you said that was a mistake. The Eagle? Okay. So Preston said, I'm on WVON time. I ain't mad at you. Mm-mm. I'm still here, baby. I'm still here. Luther's favorite male vocalist, really? Interesting. Still here. Woo. DJ Carl Dobbins, are you still here? Or did you disappear? We should have a we should have a reunion of anybody who ever went to what was that club on Stony Island? Sugar Babies? Not Sugar Babies. You know which one I'm talking about. The one on Stony that Uncle Richard used to DJ at. Yeah, we should have a reunion of that particular club. Ooh, pardon me. Pardon me. I'm getting sleepy too, Preston. I got some time left. 35 minutes. Uh-oh, not the meds. Mm-mm. You know what time that is when the meds come up. When meds come up, sleep comes down. I ain't mad at you. I got my medication right here in the ashtray. Mm-mm. And I used to think that, I'm like, man, I'm going to be a weed head. I better stop smoking. And I did. Mm-mm. What's up? What's up? Frosty. I saw the post, Fever in the Fever in the Funk House by General Crook. I used to love that song, but it just didn't do nothing. It didn't even make the top 20. It was just a local song because it was made locally. Fever in the Funk House. I'm going to play that one night on VON too. What'd you say? Puff, puff, pass. Lady G said, you're a funny guy. I'm funny, huh? I'm funny how, huh? What am I, a clown? Do I amuse you, huh? Get out of here. What'd you say? Puff, puff, pass. Man, you don't know. I ain't had one of these in a long time. I usually use my pipe, but, I tried. You got some too? Mm-mm. I forgot how to roll. I'm like, oh no, this is all wrong. This is all wrong. This is so wrong. It can't get no wronger. According to Chris Tucker. Mm-mm. Claude Young. I want to hear some more stories about the old days. That's what I want to hear. I love those stories, man. I'll give rolling lessons to anyone who needs it. Go Gummies, yes. Did I roll that with tops? I sure did. That's old school, right? That's old school. Yeah. Yep, old school, baby. Baby. Yep, I rolled those roll it with the tops. Go Gummies, yep. Your niece still got some Dutchie too, yep, I know. And I'll be there to get it too. Trust me, trust and believe. Now that my car problems are over for a while, got my headlights fixed. What else was fixed? Tasputin Stash. Okay. I remember that group, Rasputin Stash. I remember them. Yeah. But anyway, what was I saying? See, Frosty, I forgot. It was probably something really important too. When do you want it? Friday. But like I was saying, my car problems are over for a while. The headlights are back on. There was a problem with the wire that was leading to the battery, and I got that fixed. So, because it stopped starting. I'm like, oh, and it started doing that on Sunday. I'm like, I don't need nothing else to happen to this truck. And then I was in the parking lot of the the pawn shop, and these Mexicans roll up on me. Hey, Holmes, we'll do your body work for you. I'm like, okay, bet. What's your number? I'll give you a call. Shoot. Yeah. Get that truck fixed. Get another truck. Here a truck, there a truck, everywhere a truck. And just keep on trucking, baby. I definitely have some Zanzibar and Roberts motel stories that I will not tell tonight. Oh yeah, EJ. That was Emmanuel Johnson, better known as EJ, and it's true. It's true. I love you. It's true, for real though. It's your Dr. Al Greer. It's of course bedtime stories. I almost said something else. I was thinking about the other radio station. Yeah. But tonight, of course, if you guys are up after midnight, check me out on the B sides on WVON 1690 AM, and then come right back to this station here and listen to some more old school industrials as I play overnight. I'm gonna try to get the B sides played on my station. That way, you guys don't have to flip over. And then at 5 o'clock in the morning, it'll just go back to the regular programming. So I'm gonna find a way to do that, where it will play for 5 hours and then flip over back to the other station, to our station rather. Anyway, hello to Claude Young, aka Frosty, Preston Shanks, and the one and only Lady G. We just got through playing EJ, and he was from this particular group here, and that's called Enchantment. Oh, by the way, congratulations to Lauren Michaels, Barry Gordy, and Bette Midler. Yep. They are going to be part of the Kennedy Center Honors in December. Barry Gordy, of course, of Motown Records, Saturday Night Live's mastermind Lauren Michaels, and actress-singer Bette Midler, the divine Miss M. I cannot wait to see that. Speaking of enchantment, here they are on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Puff, puff, pass. I know you have some Zanzibar and Roberts Motel stories. I can tell one story. I can tell one story. Right before they tore Roberts Motel down, I was in there the day before they tore it down. And that's my story. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Don't ask me what her name was, but I was in there that last night because at that time, at that point, they had turned everything off. There was no heat, no nothing in there. They were still giving out keys to go to rooms, and there were no lights in the room. Yeah, it was that bad. I had to, yeah, that bad. And I remember the girl telling me, she's like, yeah, and I'm going to get my abortion tomorrow, so you might as well just, I'm like, oh. But those are things that, made me want to just say, look, and hang up my player's jersey and just say, I can't do this no more. Yep. Stuff like that made me hang up my player's jersey. I was like, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, Gypsy Man. Yeah. Yep. Get it every way and everywhere I can. So that's it. Yeah. What you said? I need a book. I need to write a book. Mm-mm. It's like that song, "Baby I'm Ready" by Levert. I'm getting tired of playing games. So many women I can't even name. So many girls I can't even name. Mm-mm. Yep. Would you say sound like Bobby Womack? Baby, I'm ready. Wild Al. Yep, that was me. Sworn to fun, loyal to none. That's the way it was, Juicy B, back in the day. I couldn't get enough of that funky stuff. Yeah, buddy. I kept a bib in my pocket all the time. Yeah. I kept a bib and a toothbrush. I never knew. There was one time I was at the East of the Ryan, boy, and what woke me up, um, was I heard my drop playing on the radio, which was built into the television. Yep, I was a wild boy. Lady G can tell you. Yep. Mm-mm. Whew. I was I was wild. Yes, I was. Wild, not mild, but mm-mm. Yep, definitely those were the days. Yep. Remember our birthday at the East of the Rhine. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Mm-mm. Yep. Them was the days. I don't miss them though. But no, I don't think I'll be writing a book anytime soon. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. Doo-doo. We would dress like Bonnie and Clyde. I know. I should write a book, Jewel. Jewel said I should write a book. Yep, I should write a book. I don't think anybody want to read my book. They read Herb's book. So, they might read mine. If they read Herb's, they might read mine. So we'll see. So silly. Enchantment and silly love song right here on Bedtime Stories with the peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Preston Shanks, also to Leo Brown. Thanks for checking in. Kim Brio, who is new here at WOSD Radio. She's been posting all of these wonderful reminders as to when our shows are on. They look great. I mean, they have music, have pictures, and everything. That's what we needed, some young blood injected into this radio station. So I am glad. And plus, we're heard not only on WOSD, we're heard on bigsradio.com, which you're listening to right now, as well as WVRO, which is World Vibe Radio, and the best music of your life, Sunday through Thursday. So I am so happy that this show is finally becoming syndicated. I guess it's a good show and people like it, so I'm going to keep doing it. And I hope you enjoy the music. As long as I got breath in my body, I'm going to flip these 45s. Wrong show, right? Okay. The late, great Johnny Taylor, when she stops asking, fellas, that's when you start packing on Bedtime Stories. What was wrong with your truck, Frosty? Your truck seemed to be in better condition than mine. What you say? Glad I like them. I love them. You know, they got music to them. They got animation to it and all that stuff. I'm like, whoa. Now that's what I'm talking about. We needed to inject some young blood into the radio station. So we're good. We're good to go. The numbers should be through the roof next week, I hope. Knock sensors. Oh. Well, that ain't nothing serious, you know. That's not like another engine or a transmission, so. Why is my case rocking like this? I thought I put the phone back in the case correctly. Maybe I did. Maybe I won't be there. It's all crooked. Okay, let's try this again. What are knock sensors, first of all, Frosty? I'm I am definitely not a mechanic, so I couldn't tell you what a knock sensor was. So yeah, I buy them, and hopefully there's a mechanic that comes along with them. Like, does a mechanic come with this truck? No? Okay. Mm-mm. Shoot, I don't want to pump the gas half the time. Mm-mm. Ooh, 13 minutes. All right. And it's back to bed. Through that door. Through that door. That's the bedroom. Yeah. I'm so happy. Well, I'm content. I can't say I'm happy. I'm content. I can just walk to the other side and then there's the bedroom. So caused a check engine light to come on. Knock sensors. Okay. I'll buy that. Whatever knock sensors are. Like I said, I don't know. Mm-mm. Knock sensor. Mm-mm. Am I still in Dalton? Nope. I crossed over to the other side. I'm in Calumet City now, 5 minutes away from where I was before. So I'm on the other side of the Bishop Ford. So, but I'm still in the same area, just 5 minutes away. I'm in Calumet City on Chappelle. So yeah, kind of like this area, and this block is more quiet than the other one. So yeah, just facing the other way. This time I'm just facing south instead of facing south, facing north instead of. Oh, never mind. I'm facing the other way. I parked this way, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, I'm in Calumet City on Chappelle. I don't know if that's Chappelle Avenue or Chappelle Street, one of those. So, but I'm just happy to have a crib, you know. Happy to be still here. Is it north, south? Never mind. I know. Give me a call tomorrow. I sure will. I certainly will. Make sure I still have your number, Claude. I got it. Vesta, along with Peebo Bryson, and with you, I'm Born Again, right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Once again, hello to Claude Young, aka DJ Frosty. Thank you so much for checking in. I appreciate you. Kim Brio and Lady G, I appreciate you guys as well. Thank you so much. Don't forget to let your friends know about WOSD Radio, BiggsRadio.com, World Vibe Radio, and of course, the best music of your life.com. We are all playing old school music for your pleasure, for your listening pleasure. Thank you so much for checking me out. I do appreciate it. Coming up, I guess real soon, we're going to do a party, and it's going to be dedicated to me. Now, as much as I hate doing stuff like that, because I don't feel like I deserve anything. I really don't. I'm not that kind of guy that walks around saying that, you should know who I am and you should know my whole resume and everything else like that. That's just not me. But they're going to throw a party for me, and I'll let you guys know exactly where it's going to be and when it's going to be and everything else. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. As a matter of fact, I'm really looking forward to it. It'll probably be like what I mentioned earlier. It'll be like, how my funeral would go. People, say nice things about me while I'm still alive, That's all I'm saying. Give me my flowers while I could still smell them. Here's David Oliver. I want to write you a love song, baby. And dedicate the love song to you. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, on Bedtime Stories. More than a party. It's a shindig. Did you say shindig? How old are you? Shindig? Did she say shindig? Oh my God. Not a shindig. Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Frosty.
Yeah.
Making sure I just had your number, man. Making sure I had your number. This is
making sure I had the number.
Yeah, I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah,
all right. Go to sleep.
All right.
Later. Oh, man. Ken Wadlington, when is the party? The party will be in October. It's going to be more than a party. It's going to be a shindig. It's going to be the party to end all parties. I guess. Sound good though, didn't it? Yep. Yeah, you a little tardy for the party, Ken Wadlington. Where you been, man? Where you been? Yep. An old soul with a young heart. Yes, you are. I'm like, shindig? That's cute. A shindig. It's gonna be a shindig. That's what my daddy used to say. It's gonna be a show enough shindig. Like, okay, Dad, whatever that means. Gonna be a shindig. Okay. Know what a shindig is? No. Mm-mm. Shindiggle. Shindiglility. A show enough shindig. Wasn't that the name of an old show? Yeah, an old show called Shindig. Yeah, sure was. Welcome to Shindig on ABC. It's time for Shindig. It's gonna be a biggin that everybody's digging. We call this one Shindig. Now watch, the young folks are gonna start saying Shindig. Watch, they're gonna take over. Can I write you a love song? Can I sing you the love? I can just write it. I can't sing it, right? Okay. It's going to do it for me, Al Greer. Thank you so much for listening. Ken Watlington, Kim Brio, brother Daryl Owens. Thank you so much for listening. Lady G, I appreciate you. Also, Donna Lynn Biggs, Gerald Anthony Kelly, Ray Neal. Thank you so much for carrying my show. I really appreciate this so much. We do it again soon, right here. It's Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, as always, imparting blue skies, green lights, and peace. And good night, Miss Delicious. And that's it. And that's how you do. And that's how you do bedtime stories right there. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all, as always. Frosty, I'll talk to you later on when I get up. Sheila Forrest. Don't forget to tune into the B-sides. Tonight we feature the music of Walter Jackson. And that's on the B-sides. I holla. We'll talk.